Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Debt Collection 101 here on Arbeit.
Yes, and this is a great episode. Such a great episode. There's fireworks on this piece of paper, right?
Wonderful.
Highlighting how exciting this is.
So it's good news for the collections industry. If you haven't heard, recently there was a ruling in the Northern District of Illinois, Pincus, I think that's how you say it.
Isn't Sirius XM?
Yeah, versus Sirius XM.
Yeah.
Basically, the moral of the story is the TCPA no longer covers dialers that call from lists, but only those that randomly or sequentially generate numbers to be called.
Yeah, so this is a big win if this can carry over to the collection space, right?
Yeah.
So basically, you know, to sum this up, what it's basically saying is you can use a predictive model to contact the consumer.
Right, they're saying the previous clarifications in 2003, 2005, and 2015 basically threw them out the window and said, and it's, I mean, it's what everyone kind of assumed all along. If you read through this article, we'll share it on the court case below, but it gets into pretty detail here.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, what it says is because, like, it's
outside the purview?
It's outside the purview because the phrase itself, right? Using a random or sequential number generator refers to the kind of telephone numbers to be called, right?
Yeah, basically they're saying this is not an ATDS.
Yes.
They're saying an ATDS is something where you load a file up, you turn it on, it makes a ton of calls. This does not meet that legal definition, right?
Right.
So, great news for collection agencies, great news for anyone who uses a predictive model. However, just because something may be more compliant doesn't mean you're better off using it.
Right.
Right? So, from an operational standpoint, if predictive models they work in the sense where you're using them basically to weed out voicemails, or if you get a voicemail to leave a message, right?
Right.
Now this isn't a joke, we actually happened to get a call today.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, you happened to get a call today on your direct line from a collection agency using a predictive dialer.
What was it? I forget the lady's name.
It was a wrong number. They were looking for a woman, which we know you're sensitive. So they were looking for a woman. You're clearly not a woman. So, but you could tell there was a delay in that call, and you thought the call was dropped, but you knew a little about dialer, so you knew to wait and find out.
Yeah.
So you answered the phone. There was a pause. Nothing happened.
Yeah, they called me with a predictive dialer. I'm assuming there was a 3-second pause. I actually went on to try and tell the person that they had the wrong number and I was hung up on.
I went on to try and sell them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that their system just cut out though. So they're not a client of ours, obviously.
Obviously, they had a delay.
Yeah, they had the delay, and if they were, the phone call would have never dropped midway through me telling them.
Also a great point.
Yes.
So they must use some sort of outdated, antiquated system.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's probably garbage. But moral of that story, right? So that delay still exists, and if you as the least sophisticated consumer, let's say, you would not have known and hung up that phone, right?
Yeah,
hello, boom, done.
I was ready to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But back to the court case. So this is good news for the collections industry. Let's see if other courts start to rule in this favor.
Or if a collection agency can get that same result, right? Because Sirius XM, not a collection agency.
Right. So let's see if they start to rule in this favor. Stay tuned. Let us know what you think about this ruling. You know, if you knew it was coming, if you were...
What your opinion is.
Yeah, what your opinion is on it. But thanks for watching.
See you next week.
See you next week.